What we have here today is a 42-inch Encon Chili Pepper fan. Dating to 1995, it is a 3-speed electrically reversible fan. Green finish with red chili pepper shaped blades. The blades could be reversible, however, they put these stickers on top. They're red on both sides, obviously. But they put those stickers on top mainly for the fact that so you don't, get the blades backwards. And, of course, the way the blades are angled, you're going to have them pointing in different directions when that's installed and looking all goofy. So I'm sure that's why they put those stickers there, making them non-reversible. The fan has an integrated open-end globe light fixture. Motor in the fan is 153 by 8 or so. I'm not sure who made it. Blade pitch on the fan, probably 11 degrees, I would say. These blades are actually full width, full 52-inch width at the top, but of course they taper into a very narrow curved point. It's a pretty unique fan. You don't really see these too often. The only time I've seen some of these in person was at a restaurant that me and my dad visited with an acquaintance of ours years back. It must have been some sort of Mexican restaurant. I don't even know what it was. And I haven't been there or even by where it was since, so I don't even know if it still exists or not. But I had like 4 or 6 of these running on low. I remember the green finish of them and the red blades, and when I was staring, I used to stare at them and actually look at a blade as it focus on one blade as it's going around. I can pick out that it was that shape. So I didn't know back then that those were what this fan is until years later. But yeah, other than that, I've never really seen one. I've seen one for sale at a Habitat once, but I think it was incomplete. Other than that, yeah. Start it up here on low. This fan is brand new right out of the box. I'll show you what the box looks like here after I do our demonstration here of the speeds. Low speed's about average for a 42-inch fan. It's got a bit of hum to it, but that's Encon for you. Encon makes some pretty quirky fans, in terms of design, but their quality, definitely wasn't Casablanca quality. Medium. It's got a bit of motor hum or moan to it, not hum. It also has a hum, but has a moan to it, has some harmonics. And take it to high. Got a slight balancing issue, causing a slight wobble. Not really too serious. But surprisingly, this thing takes off and does around 210 RPM on high. Documentation showed that this thing does between 220 and 240, but I think that's a little exaggerated. It's doing around 200, 210 RPM. Airflow with these funky blades, it's okay. It's nothing, too overbearingly powerful despite how fast it's going. But that's due to the fact that the, blades are wide at one end and very skinny at the end. We'll go ahead and while it coasts, we'll show you the box and the paperwork. And here's our box. It's got a bit of damage to it. This fan here is slightly different than the one hanging up. Walmart tag. Pretty cool Southwestern theme box. Bottom. And we have a slew of paperwork. Starting here, goes about information about clearances, and note 4 shows the RPM range, so 220, 240, medium 165, 185, and low 100 to 120. And then an amp draw. Glass holder precautionary. Information of address change because Encon moved their headquarters from one location to another in Fort Worth, Texas, and this year. A little bit of information regarding styrofoam packaging that they used and how you could recycle it. Warranty card. Fill out information, send it in. Well, light kit installation, which is kind of pointless because the light kit's already pre-installed on the fan on this particular model, but I'm sure they throw it in just as a general. Yeah, that was their old address, and then they moved to that address in 1995. Parts list. General parts list. Missing parts resource info. And of course our owner's manual. Typical Encon owner's manual, 4/6 blade, options. Pretty much the same as other Encons I've showed on the channel. Troubleshooting. All these papers here are basically this, and this all in Spanish. Not really any point in showing that unless you're... So, since these blades are kind of goofy looking and not really biased, or actually biased toward one direction, let's go ahead and see what it does on high on Updraft real quick before we end things off. Updraft's a little slower. We're probably doing 190, 200 RPM on Updraft. Not very much difference, but it is a tad bit slower, which is typical. And I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on this 42-inch green and red Encon Chili Pepper fan from 1995. So, we'll be seeing you next time. Take care. Peace.